This time we're gonna practice yoga. So come to sit on your shins over support of 2 blocks or 1 block. Remove the flesh from under and feel that you are well rooted to wherever you're sitting, right? Even if it's on the ground. Today we're gonna practice some arm support postures, and I've been talking about the fluctuation that constantly happens in life, right? The highs and the downs that are a natural sequence in our lives, right? It constantly happens. Some days we feel very uplifted. Sometimes we feel rather low energy, and they're all totally valid and they're totally natural aspects of life itself, right? But it is also in our hands to sometimes witness those fluctuations and bring them into balance so they can move in harmony, right? We don't want to get stuck in a perpetual low, nor do we want to live in a perpetual high. We move through them and then we find that centered line that is beneficial to us. From there, we're able to see everything else with clarity. So we're gonna begin by meditating on that. Just like in life, there is a quality that is upward lifting in the breath and a quality that is downward moving in the breath. So I'm gonna meditate on that. Bring the middle finger of your hand to touch the thumb. Right hand is going to come from underneath the navel, facing up, and then the top left hand is going to come from the top, leaving some space in between those two fingertips. Roll the shoulders behind you and lengthen your spine, and then when you're ready, close the eyes. Recognize your breath, it's being there. Identify with the sensations and feelings of the inhale and the sensations and feelings of the exhale. Feel on the inhale an upward lifting energy through the right side of your spine, straight up to the crown of the head. And the exhale from the crown of the head down the left side of the spine to the base of the body. Inhale, right side of the spine from base to the crown. Exhale, crown down the left side of the spine to the base of the body. Breathe in, base, right side of the spine to the crown. Exhale, crown, left side of the spine to the base. In, right side. Out, left side. In, right side. Out, left side. And right. Out, left. 5 more cycles. Take a moment to set your intention for practice today. Perhaps it has something to do with balance and harmony and the energy of your body. The energy of your mind. Open with the chant of Om. Exhale the breath out. Inhale for on. Visualize balance at all levels of being. Release your hand gesture, Pingala Mudra, and move it to a downward facing dog on your mat. If you are sitting on something, move it out to the side. Hands and knees on the floor. And then lift the hips up. Extend the thighs for your down dog. Pedal through the feet. Move from the hips. Bend the knees and straighten the legs as you go. And then pause at the center, find stillness, and take 10 full rounds of breath. Relax the organs of your abdomen. Relax the neck, the jaw, the gaze, the eyebrows. Notice if you are putting more weight on one side or the other, can you even out and balance that? You may circle your neck a couple of times, 3 more rounds of breath. Drop the knees down to the floor. Lower the forearms to a forearm tabletop. Inhale, arch your spine into a cow, spinal flexion extension. As you exhale, curl the spine, hide the ears in between the shoulders, spinal flexion. Inhale, arch your spine, spinal extension, shoulders back. Exhale, curl the spine, hide the ears in between the shoulders, spinal flexion. Do 5 more rounds, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Come back to the center. Return your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes and find a plank pose. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. Feel the abdominals engaging, the quadriceps engaging. Feel the firm push through all knuckles, all fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower knees down, forearms down. Pause. Start to rock your weight back and forward. Maybe the shoulders will touch near the thumbs. Next time you move back, activate your fingertips and then bow over your legs. Forehead touching the ground. Notice that the elbows are lifted off the ground. My armpits are fully open and they extend. Take a deep breath into the sides of your body. Full breath out. Inhale deeply. Exhale out. One more breath in. As you exhale, keep the left hand as it is. Cross the right arm underneath the left. Then see if you can get that right elbow close to the left knee. You're really shrinking in here. There's not a lot of space, but you can breathe. Gaze towards the right fingertips. Move back to the center. Activate fingertips on the right hand. Slide the left hand through that space. Rest the head on the ground. Look at your left hand. Come back to center. Rumble the spine up into a tabletop. Flip the wrist. Turn the fingertips to see your knees and then sway forward and back. Toes can be tucked or on top. Your choice. Also center, release, come back to your forearms. Gaze in between the forearms, tuck your toes, lift the hips up into Shishulasana. Gaze in between the forearms as you try to walk your feet slightly closer. And then notice the resistance coming from the shoulder blade area. All the muscles around the shoulder blades and the rib cage. Can you lift up through the tail? Take one more deep floor inhale. Exhale, lower knees down to the floor. Sit back over your heels. Take 5 rounds of breath. Relax your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, wrists, fingers. Hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes, downward facing. Step your right foot halfway in between your hands and your feet. Send the left leg up and over. And then lower the left. Tap the floor with your toes. Left leg up and over. Lower the left leg. Tap with your toes. Left leg up and over. This time, tuck your toes. Step the left foot on the ground. Bend the front knee and then start to take tiny little hops. Just practicing some pickups in here. Tiny little hops. Tiny little hops. Come down. Step your feet together at the back. Left foot halfway through. Right leg straight back. Point your toes. Tap the floor once. Lift it up, tap the floor twice. Lift up, tap the floor 3 times. This time, tuck your toes behind you, bend the front knee, and then take 3 tiny little hops. Feet together at the back, downward facing dog on the exhale. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Walk your hands in towards your toes. Padangusthasana. Flip the big toes with your fingertips and then drag Padangusthasana. Grab the big toes with these fingers and then drag yourself closer to the thighs. Shoulders up, neck is heavy. Release. Pick up the front of your feet and step on the palms of your hands. And again, bend the elbows. Drag yourself deeper into the bend, the forward fold. Shoulders up, head is heavy. Release your hands, bend your knees, roll all the way up to stand. Once you come up to stand, reach the arms up overhead or Bahasasana. Hug the right knee in towards your chest. Balance on the left foot as you cross the right knee over the left, sit back. Right arm under the left, sit back. Garudasana, eagle arms, eagle legs. Now finding focus point as you balance in here. Notice the distribution of weight on your foot, the left foot. How the toes grip down to keep you centered. How the elbows lift up a little bit higher. Maybe you curl your spine to sleeping eagle. And then come back up to a neutral spine. Hug the right knee into your chest. Both arms up overhead. Palms to the heart, feet together. Mountain pose. Second side. Inhale, both arms. Hug the left knee into your chest and balance. Cross the left knee over the right leg. And the left arm under the right arm for eagle. And then you find that center of balance in here. Negotiating in every second with your toes. Can you find a quality of calm and ease as you hold? Maybe the elbows come to touch the knee. If you came to sleeping eagle, slowly come back up. Push to the right foot to come up. Hug the knee to your chest. Reach both arms up over. As you exhale, palms together, feet together, mountain pose. Breathe in, Urdhva Hastasana. Open the heart. Uttanasana, forward fold, hands to the earth. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, walk forward to plank pose. Lower knees, chest, and chin through. Bhujangasana, peel head to heart. Adho Mukha Svanasana, hips up and down. Right knee to nose, step the right foot forward. Back heel bounce. Warrior. Bend onto that right knee. Feel the openness of the left hip flexor. Frame the front foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Left knee to nose, step foot forward. Back heel drops down. Virabhadrasana. Arms overhead, gaze to the hands. You may extend and bend that front knee a couple of times. Full inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot and fold over your legs. Uttanasana. Take a halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana, arms up overhead. Mountain pose, palms together. Breathe in, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Half left, inhale. Exhale, step or hug back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha on the inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana on the breath out. 3 rounds of breath. Breathe. Breathe out more. Inhale. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 left heels, bend knees. Step or hop. Top of your bed. Halfway left this way. Exhale forward. Urdhva Hastasana. Raise arms up. Tadasana, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach it. Uttanasana, fold. Halfway left way. Step or hop, chaturanga. Backward dog, inhale. Knees down, sit back. Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero's pose, or head to the ground. Let the elbows come down to touch the floor. I'm going to use a block for my balance today. You may only go to the following posture, Shishupasana. Once again, tucking the toes and lifting the hips up. This is one. You could be here and choose to be here the whole time. Maybe you will kick one leg up and practice some leg lifts in here. What does it feel like to lift the leg in this posture? If that feels good, try the second side. And then take the rest of your shoulders, release them. We'll go for the full posture now. Second option, you can either go to downward to Shishupasana, or you can go to a full forearm stand. Give it a few tries. Maybe you're resisting there, really building strength in the shoulders and arms to move through this. Come out, arms alongside your legs, forehead to the ground. Balasana, child's pose. Take about 10 breaths in here. When you rest in that posture, really allowing your chest to rest over the weight of your body, over the thighs. When you complete your 10 breaths resting in this pose, Balasana, hands under the shoulders, push down, come up to a tabletop. If you use the block for Pincha Mayurasana, change, move it out of the way, and then tuck your toes to come into your tabletop. Now listen carefully, please. We'll drop the heels over to the left side and the right arm will go straight up towards the ceiling. Vashisthasana, side plank. If you are a practitioner of these pose for a while, you may want to find your right big toe. If you have your right big toe, your right leg may be able to extend out to the side. Come back to the center. Hands down, tabletop. Knees down, tabletop. Circle the wrist a couple of times. Change direction. Come back to the center, tuck your toes, come up. Shift the weight over to the right hand, heels to the left for Vashisthasana. Resist. You can be here, or you can find your big toe. Whoop. Not a requirement. It is simply a gradient. You could be here. You could be here. You could be here. Return the hands back to a tabletop. Drop your knees down. Sit on your heels. Now, from sitting on your heels, see if you can get your butt in between your heels or stay over the heels if it's too much. You could use a block underneath if you need it. Start to make your way back. You can use your hands. This is a quadricep stretch. It's going to feel like something, right? Very carefully. Only if your body is okay with it do you continue to lower. You may come all the way down to the floor. You may reach the arms up above the head. Hands to the heels, push to the elbows. Help yourself come out of this posture. Lower to your belly, flat on the ground. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Hold back left. Hold this posture. Balancing on your pubic bone. Lift the chest. Lift the thighs higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands under the shoulders. Come up to your knees. Moving to Ustrasana, camel pose. Hands to the hips. Push forward through the thighs, through the hips. And then maybe, if it's available to you, you'll grab the ankles. Hands to the hips, come off the posture. And then once again, lower down to the floor, flat on the ground. So we're gonna start in this pose, flat on our thighs, elbows underneath the shoulders. We're gonna drag the mat inwards actively to broaden the collarbones. I'm also drawing my abdominals in and up. Transverse abdominals, oblique, internal and external, all of them upwards to the low back. And now release. Interlace hands underneath the forehead. Be completely weightless on the floor. I'm going to lift my chest slightly, and I'm going to find my right foot with my right hand. And you may hook that foot to the right elbow. And then I'm going to grab my left foot and drive it to my left elbow. So it's almost as though you have to create eyes behind you to see where your body is in space. You may do one side at a time. Bekasana or Ardha Bekasana. Hands under the shoulders, sit back into a wide knee downward child's pose. Now let the chest hold heavy as the palms reach forward. 5 breaths. When you come out of here, reach the legs forward, move the flesh out from under. Starting with the right leg, hug the right knee into your chest, cross it over to the left side. Bring the left heel or ankle to the right glute and then twist to the right side. Right hand behind you, you're looking over your right shoulder. If you have a bind, then you may bind your arms right through the space your right knee is creating. Only if it feels good, if it's available to your body. Sometimes people wonder, oh, what's the point of staying in this posture for such a long time? Well, it is not the same to go into something and just do it to do it and sitting on it and feeling it through your body. Because then you really start to connect what tissues are getting involved. You may even feel your organs working, the intestines, the digestive system working and helping it through this posture to work better, to be efficient, to cleanse the body. Under your bind, change over to the second side. Left foot over to the right side. Right ankle to the glute if it's available. Otherwise, keep it long and then hug to twist. You may bind your arms in here. Breathe. Release the hands. Extend both of your legs forward. Now sit in Dandasana with your long spine, with your long neck. And try to get your arms as straight as you can. If you have longer arms than me, then you may be here. In which case, maybe you want to sit on a blanket, right? To be a little bit higher. If you want to practice, maybe balancing on your arms in an L shape, you could push here to start building the strength. I'm going to add 2 blocks and I'm going to push and lift. Push and lift. Same thing on the ground. Now, because I'm on the ground, my arms are not that long, then I have to fold from my hips and drag my sit bones backwards, right? To create space. Now, if I want to go into a full hold in here, I can lift my legs too. I tighten everything in my core and I push firmly down. The legs are strong and steady. Don't move. They move because I push really hard from here. Reach the arms forward if you're done with that. Lean back halfway. Come to your boat pose. If you are in your boat pose and you are a practitioner for a while, wrap the arms around your legs. And then extend your legs up. Maybe you climb to the heel. Or you'll be here. Right? Practicing. How do I get my body there? I definitely couldn't do this before. But now that I can, it's nice to challenge myself sometimes. What else can my body do? And some days I can do it, some days I cannot. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, release. So now scoop your butt forward. Do something similar, hollow body. Tone the abdomen. Reach the legs forward, round the upper back. So your low back is flat on the ground. 2, 1, release. Bend the knees, happy baby, flip the big toes. Run the body from the left side to the right side. Sorry, something happened to my phone. Rock forward and back now. Come back up to sit. And then Asana. So from here, we're going to get the left foot through and the right foot over for Gomukhasana. You can use a block underneath your sit bones for support. Okay? So from the front, it looks like this. Knee to knee, thighs out, shin bones out to the sides. Now, reach the arms up overhead on the inhale. On the exhale, right arm wraps under the left. Lift the elbows high. And then once you have this, you will bow over your legs for Gomukhasana. 10 breaths in this posture. 10 breaths. I'll get my phone charger to continue streaming. Hold on. Okay, we're good. About that more breath. Come out of the posture. Bring the hands behind to change the cross of your legs. And then again, stack knee to knee, ankles to the side. Reach the arms up overhead. Left arm underneath the right. Full wrap. Let the elbows. Breathe in. Exhale. 10 breaths on this. 5 more breaths. And then slowly come out. Release your legs. Separate them in Upavishta Konasana. Move the flesh out from under. Flex your feet, dorsiflexion. And then put the hands in front of you as you start to soften and make your way down. Maybe to your elbows. Come back up through the center. Bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. Then reach your right peace fingers to your right big toe. Now, left hand can go up towards the ceiling. You can wrap it behind your low back, or you can reach it along your left ear. Depending on your range of motion, your right elbow may come inside of your right foot. Come back out to the center. Extend the left leg out to the side. Right foot to the inner left thigh. Peace fingers clipped a bit. Back to the center, bring your feet to touch. Then bow over your legs. See if you can get your forehead to touch your big toes. Most breath in here and noticing meditation on oneself, right? No need to cue too much. It's very clear where it is happening. Body stretching in specific areas. And you're observing. Be with it. Back up slowly. Scoop your butt forward as you lie down. Let your knees go out to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the knees together now. We're moving into Halasana. Arms alongside your torso. Reach the legs up above your head. And then adjust your shoulders as you need. You can stay in Halasana if that feels good for you, or you can move up to a shoulder stance with support on your low back or not. Right? That could be here. You could even sit on your hands. If you have a lotus pose, you could wrap your legs or you could be in your shoulder thing. Make your way out of this posture with long legs or lotus legs. Slide elbows under and then arch your upper back. If you have a lotus, you could grab your feet with your hands. Right? If you're not doing this, maybe you do fish pose, Matsyasana. Reach your arms up and your legs up, right? Hug the knees to your chest, drop them over to the left side. And then knees over to the right side, twist to the left side. Knees back to the center. Stand the legs straight up. Circle the ankles a couple of times. And then prepare for your Shavasana. Final resting posture. Release the legs. Arms in the most comfortable place you can find. I like starfish because I feel completely open and spacious. There is no specific goal now. Just allow the body to receive, to be, to exist. Reach the arms up above your head and the legs long down your mat. Stretch both up and down. Soften the body, stretch, and release. Roll to one side. Come to sit up. One close practice. One spine, close the eyes. Inhale from the base up the right side to the crown. Exhale, crown left side of the spine to the base. Inhale, base, right side of the crown. Exhale, crown left side of the spine to the base. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Palms together about the head. To honor the balance within your own self. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Find the replay of this class on our YouTube channel. You're safe there forever. And I'll see you guys soon on Monday at 6 and Wednesday at 12:30 every week. Yoga, breath, and meditation. See you soon.